Defense. I'm excited about Trayvon Diggs getting back.
Exactly,
I'm
exactly.
excited about that. I'm excited about
Exactly.
Diggs coming back, but I'm
Be
not.
excited about. I feel like if we do, obviously we are going to keep. I feel like Clark's going to get better. So I'm not saying I'm not even counting him out at linebacker. But I feel like we need somebody to get somebody in there for him to mentor him, so he can like learn from. Which I don't know if
Um,
somebody else out there else.
I'm not. I'm not excited about him either.
You know, yeah,
No,
green.
no, I'm not. He doesn't seem like a smart player to me. He some of the plays that he made in coverage, he was not.
His his
Um,
coverage.
he was not. Yeah, his coverage is. He was not
Yeah.
lined up properly. He was not
Mm-hmm.
instinctful in regards to getting out to coverage. He could be easily manipulated. Yeah, I'm
He's
not a
okay
fan
in the
of
run
him.
game.
He's exactly
He's
okay.
decent okay in the run game. That's what I give him.
So you're okay in that, and then
Mm.
you're not good in coverage and reading coverage
And I
in the
thought Van
passing
Der
game.
Esch was bad. I thought Van Der Esch was bad. Van Der Esch at least like know where to go. I thought Van
Yeah,
Der Esch like that. I really miss Van Der
yeah,
Esch. I'm gonna miss him.
yeah.
I really am.
We really miss Van Der Esch. Yeah, I am excited to see what Overshown could do in this defense.
Mm-hmm.
He seems like a player from just a little bit sample we got from him. He seems like a player that's just a downhill player. Kind of reminds me of I keep always forget his name of number 14. But just
Bill,
a big
Bill.
yeah, appreciate it. It reminds me of 14 is a bell that can read what the offense is doing
Mm-hmm.
fairly quickly, and he tried his speed. He wants to get to the ball. So I like that. I think Bell was just too small. I think Overshawn is small as well, but he's a little bit bigger than Bell, and so it'd be interesting to see what he can bring to the table early in the season. But I do feel we're going to need to definitely beef up as we talked about in the
Mm-hmm.
linebacker room. So it'll be interesting to see what we doing what they're doing the draft for on the line on defense this period, because I think we can use help in all three levels of the defense, um, and also every other area as well. But just sticking with the defense, it'd be interesting to see what we do as far as bringing that physicality, beefing up, getting some more girth in some of our players. So what's interesting to see.
I like Bill
Mhm.
too. Like you said, I like Big Bill. I like Bill. Just like I said, sometimes he's just so small sometimes, and like he's
Yeah,
so used to blitz, and he can get to the quarterback but when it comes to that running game, and
yeah,
sometimes they'll toss it over his head because he's so aggressive. They need to find a good place for him out there. But I like Bill.
yeah.
I really do.
I say moving back to safety. You know,
Mm.
he can easily to me he can easily place J-Ron Curse in that defense.
Think so?
So yeah, I think he easily because he can get physical. He's big enough to get physical with tight ends. He's not J-Ron Curse size, but
Mm.
he's he's big enough where he can run with them and get physical with them. It's
He's
just
physical, yeah.
it's just down a stretch. You was asking this guy to be a weak side linebacker for
Mm-hmm.
12 weeks. That's tough, man. It's tough. It's it's
Yeah,
tough.
you gonna look
You
good for
actually
a while, but after you keep coming against these linemen every play, like that's gonna take a toll
yeah,
on you. And I
it's gonna
think,
take a toll. Yep.
yeah, yeah. So I think
Yep.
he got eventually got burnt out, and it's not on him.
Yeah.
We needed him.
Yeah, man. All right, man. We had the championship games this weekend. We had the AFC. Let's start with the AFC, man. Give me what you thought about the AFC game, man. I know I'm jumping right into it, man. Give me what you think,
Man,
man. Let's first talk about your boy, man. I know you're a big Lamar
man,
Jackson fan. What happened, man?
I definitely, and I'm gonna stick beside him. But in this case, man, like which I've been saying all year, they beat themselves in games all the time. Like they don't never just lose a game because somebody beats them, like just beats them out of the game. They'll beat themselves out of every game. And when it came down to this time, obviously we seen the fumble on the by Zay Flowers on the 1 yard line. We seen countless drops, and Lamar just throwing a crazy pick out of nowhere that wasn't needed. Like they were still in the game.
That was
they were still in the game.
I could have threw that away.
Dude,
That was. I said, "There's 3 people
like,
down there. Who's he throwing it to?"
I think it's him just kind of just being like. That's
why
like
did he
playing mad and like thinking, man?
I know you sticking to him, but why did he play so bad? Why did he play so bad? Why did he play?
I don't think he played. I don't think he played. I don't think he played as. I don't think he played bad. I just think he like this is the play. No, this is the playoffs where you have to make. You think he played bad? You think he played bad? Go ahead.
I'm gonna give you perspective.
That's a bad game.
He played worse than Dak.
No.
No.
Not worse than Dak. I'm sorry.
He played worse than Dak.
Let me tell you.
I think he played worse than Dak.
Let me tell you the difference between Dak and Lamar. Now,
no, not the difference. I'm just talking about the game. I'm just saying the game. That game, the playoff game. What I'm saying. The last playoff game.
You're saying that Dak had better numbers than Lamar because Dak put up garbage time. Man, I'm sorry, I'm about to say it. Dak put up garbage time numbers when he was already down. Lamar, now, he didn't get in his own way as much as Dak did because Dak came out already throwing picks.
I'll give you that.
So you can't say he had a worse game. he didn't come out making worse decisions than Dak did. So you can't say he had a worse game than Dak, and I can't let you say that.
Okay. Well, what about Lamar? What about hold on? Let me rebuttal that. What about Lamar? Couldn't even score. He couldn't score 17 points, dog. He couldn't score 17. His defense had him in the game.
Had him in the game after the second half,
and he couldn't score 7. He only scored 3 points in the second half, dog.
But let's break it all the way down here. Did you not see? You remember seeing Aguilar dropping first downs, didn't you? Zay Flowers fumbled on the 1 yard. So after all that, everything he done on that drive gets erased because
I saw that.
It's one person. It's one.
I saw that terrible pick too.
Yeah, exactly. You can say that, but Lamar threw his.
I saw a bunch of sacks.
Lamar threw his when it's 10-17. Dak threw his when it's 14-0.
Okay,
like it's a little bit of difference. Now I'm not saying that they can be the same person, but it's a little bit of difference to where like, and obviously the Ravens have a better defense than the Cowboys. I will say just because off of personnel, personnel
and coach.
So that kind of and coach yes. That kind of saved them. That saved them to where the margin wasn't so big. And Jamel,
what?
Mahomes, Jordan Love, the Chiefs, number 2 defense.
Nah, but I got you on that.
The Green Bay Pack.
I don't know. I just think. I think all the hate that Dak got, I think some of it need to go to Lamar as well because
I understand. I'm not sitting here bashing him, but that's what I was saying. But when I was sitting here on 2 weeks before stream saying that defense is more valuable than Lamar was, that y'all was calling me crazy. Y'all was calling me crazy when I was saying that defense is way more valuable than what like Lamar is to that team. So they if they would have showed up early rather than late, which they did, they could have won that game. Lamar was basically pulling to win, having a. Because to be honest with you, like come on now, like that was a whole team effort of a loss. I'll say by the Ravens.
Yeah, I mean, the defense played well. I mean, in the early year, they gave up some long drives and things like that. But as long as they're keeping you in the game, I give the defense credit. They did what they had to do. The offense looked like they were trying new things out there, and I was waiting for Lamar to take over. I was like, okay, it's halfway through the third quarter. He's about to put on the cape. And I really thought I was like,
run.
Yeah. and it just never happened. I'm like, why didn't this happen? And it just seemed like they were just out thinking themselves. They were just doing things that they usually don't do. And so I'm like, why didn't he run? But yeah, man, I didn't get what they were doing out there. And then when he was trying to stay in the pocket and throw, he was just getting sacked all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Which in recent times when he's able to like to get out of the pocket and like he's looking downfield trying to prove like sometimes like I heard Michael Irvin say this. I'm cite my sources. I'm not gonna say I said it. When it comes to them playoffs and like every play matters. You can't just go off for like during the regular season. You can't. You're going off for like series. You can make up for some. Every play matters to where in the crucial times to where he could have took off and ran a lot of them times in which he would have in the regular season. They would have ran the ball a lot more. They were getting away from running the ball. They got behind to the point where obviously they had to they had to start throwing to put the ball in the air, but they got away from running the ball.
They got away from the run.
And that's what won them a lot of games. So I feel like that's the main issue. They didn't get the run game going as early as possible there. And when maybe so when it wasn't working, in the first half, obviously, but you got to that's what got you out there. And then you are able to open up other stuff. But I don't feel like they were, playing their game. And I feel like you said, they were trying something new.
Yeah, he was definitely in the pocket. But I give credit to the Kansas City Chiefs, man. They defense is slept on.
Number two defense. They have a good defense.
But I think because of Mahomes' heroics, the defense is slept on.
He's been there before.
So that
offense has.
That's what impressed me. That's what impressed me so much about the Chiefs. That game was how their defensive guys they was running with speed, with purpose, and just trying to demolish anything that had the ball. And you saw it. You saw how they were intent on getting the ball. They was intent on getting the guys down and getting to the quarterback. And so I was really impressed with how they played. I'm looking forward to seeing them in a couple of weeks against the Niners.
Yeah,
for sure. What impressed you about them, man, in regards to the Chiefs?
Like you said, like their defense, which I knew they have the number 2 defense right behind the Ravens. So thinking when I worked last week when I gave that number, I'm thinking the Ravens because obviously the Chiefs struggles throughout the whole season. I thought the Ravens was going to exploit that whole thing. Mahomes has been there before. Mahomes has been there before, and like he came out firing, he came out strong, which upheld the whole game. That's all he had to do was to come out the right way, which he did.
We all had the Ravens that game, me, you, and Reggie.
Yeah. I did, and I thought it was gonna be. Like I said, I thought it was gonna be at least multiple touchdowns fashion.
I thought it'd be a close one, but yeah, man. Man, the Chiefs go to the Super Bowl, 4 the last 6 years, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. It's gonna be interesting to see.
I wouldn't feel too bad if I would. Obviously, I would feel bad if I was Lamar because it's not gonna get no better than this. Like what you had this year, number 1 seed, home field advantage throughout the whole first round. Throughout the whole playoffs, and then you got Joe Burrow. You didn't have to play the Browns. The Pittsburgh Steelers. You've been lost to twice. You didn't have to go through them. It was a clean slate all the way up until Mahomes.
CJ Stroud coming.
Yeah, CJ Stroud. Oh, it's not gonna get any. It's not gonna get any easier than this right here.
Tua ain't backing down.
I'm not worried. He shouldn't be worried about Tua.
All right.
I feel like they're frauds over there. I'm not gonna lie. Patrick Mahomes
Patrick
about to go.
Mahomes.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Nah,
yeah.
he's definitely pushing um for a great run in regards to titles, man. And so I'm interested to
Mm-hmm.
see like if they continue to get him receivers, guys that can play in the seam, because Travis Kelce gonna wind up retiring eventually, but he's gonna put on a nice run. You can't touch him. He can run out of
Yeah.
pocket. He can throw off schedule. He could do everything, man. And now he's putting up the type of resume now that when you have these big games, you just can't go against him. It's almost Brady like.
It's and you see, Kelsey just passed Jerry Rice in playoff numbers. It's getting playoff receptions. It's crazy. It's
Mm-hmm,
crazy. It's crazy. So I feel
mm-hmm.
like that's dynasty. You got to give me flowers for that. So like I said, I wouldn't be mad if I mean I'll be upset obviously because like I said they ain't gonna get no better than this. But you lose. Obviously you went through the best. You went through the best. So
Yeah, they definitely did. That's yeah. They got Buffalo. Oh yeah, we forgot to mention Buffalo. Josh Allen. Josh
Buffalo,
Allen ain't
you
going
got
nowhere.
Buffalo. Yeah, he has
Josh Allen
he
ain't
has to
going
like
nowhere. He ain't going no.
yeah.
Josh Allen ain't going nowhere.
I know
And then
he's
once
furious. He's
I
furious
think
right
Josh
now.
Allen gonna go on a run like Peyton Manning. Once he get that taste, once he get that one,
Mm-hmm.
he gonna put about 2 or 3 together. Yeah.
Hey, I'm scared. I ain't gonna, I'm scared of Josh Allen too in that conference over there. Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared
Yeah.
of what he might do. I know he's gonna come back with a vengeance.
Yeah,
I'm with
man.
you on that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man. So
he's home. He's hungry for it.
yeah. All right, so we're gonna transition to the other championship game. We're gonna transition to the NFC game. So, man, how did the Lions get outscored by 24 points in the second half, man? 24-7 was to
Hey,
ultimately lose that
Jamel, I don't
game.
know if you ever played. Jamel, I don't know if you ever played Madden. I don't know if you're a Madden player or
Yeah,
not. But
yeah. Back in the day, I don't play it no
On
more.
Madden, there's like this. Hey, but right now there's like this little meter bar. There's like a meter bar for momentum. Man, it's the Lions did not detect the meter bar when Ayuk caught that pass. And they were down by so much. That's when the meter bar would have struck up there, man. Man, you gotta check momentum, man. You gotta kick, and Dan Campbell's got to know to take your points. This is even if I'm playing Madden, I would not go for it when I see somebody
Mm-hmm.
slowly creeping up on me as a team like
Yeah.
the 49ers, man. That was crazy to me. That was
Hey,
so crazy to me, and I was
I
upset.
remember. I
I
remember
was
when we
that was
said I remember when we said on a few episodes when he was he went against us and he didn't kick the field goal against them when they played the Cowboys, and
man.
Reggie mentioned his ego got in the way.
You
Man,
have got to come on now.
you're up 2 scores and you can kick a field goal to make it a 3-score game, 3 possession game rather. You got to kick that field goal. And there's nothing he can say. There's nothing nobody can say. People be like, "Oh, well, they've been doing it." Oh, yeah. This is the object is to win the game, not
Win the
to
game.
throw it in your teammate, your opponent's face and rub it in. No, win the game. Win the game.